Oopsie daisies. Guess who hit the wrong live button? This guy. Oh god. Okay. Well, today we're gaming. I've never done that before. Actually, that's a fucking lie. I've done that all the time. But today we're doing it again. Now, I'm not going to be on for too long today. Hey, what's up? What's up, Kyle? What's up? Oh, yeah, we got ping LA Discord, don't we? I'm fucking tired. I'm trying to cook today. This is the we die for 48 minutes straight day. Get excited, chat. This is the death compilation day. I think this would be a better day for Burgle and Gnomes, but save that for like the peak era. Try my Dante build, you can't play Assault anymore? Why, dude? Assault is peak now, he's better than ever. Ah, Diesel's here, hello! Okay. Where even is my, oh. There's a Dark Tide thing tomorrow that I will probably be a part of some capacity. Diesel, they have a tier 1. Now, I've heard on the grapevine that... And, thank you for the Prime skill issue. I've heard on the grapevine that Mr. Pancreas No Work and Froggy are both down to play Burgle and Gnomes with the Froggy PhD. And whoever else wants to join. I invited Indy. He said no. He just said no. Straight up. Okay. Now, tomorrow, I will be playing Nightmare with Zambit, if they're around. I think that's them right now, actually. Hello, how are you? I'm great, Samurai. Try a Red Scorpion Assault? I mean, I guess. I don't know if I have a normal outfit right now for these guys. It's all cursed. What's my favorite Legion? We're loyalists here. We only talk about chapters. What's Blood Angels? Legion, dude. Red Scorpion Assault, you say? I mean, Red Scorpions actually look pretty good, so. That can be arranged. Why do they watch YouTube stream in shorts mode now? There's two. So, like, I'm streaming to both the mobile thing and the other thing, so... You swap off the other one. Yo, possible join for one later on. Having trouble with double neurothrow spawns constantly. XD. You and everybody else, dude. We're gonna die together, brother. It'll be epic. It'll be great. I promise nothing today. My brain's quite cooked. We'll try. We will try. Yo, Anakin tried to kill Obi-Wan. Look where that got him. No legs. Let's grab the, let's put on the Red Scorpion outfit. Go. There you go, guy who asked. Alright, get in here, people. These brass got me going crazy. What do you think are the best prestige perks for Tech Marine currently? I have a whole video on that, actually. I know it's hard to find in, like, the absolute fucking spam I did the past 2 weeks, but yes. I should probably... True Solo stuff. What's up, Hypex? Obi-Wan is assault because he has the higher ground? Yes, of course. I'm glad we understand. Anakin was right all along. Okay, guy. I'm not sure if that's true. Didn't Anakin get all his legs chopped off, and then also lost his last remaining limb, and then also got burned alive? That's a pretty embarrassing failure, I'm just gonna say. You know, like, of all the things, just imagine you're like... And then in my final grand battle, or excuse me, my first major battle with a Jedi Master, besides, like, Sindralig, or whatever his name was. After I murdered Shakti in, like, the Jedi meditation room. With a backstab, I fought my master, and then he cut off all my limbs and burned me alive. That was, like, the first week he became a Sith, pretty much, right? I forget the exact timeline. It wasn't very long, okay? Anakin was not a Sith Lord for very long before he got put in a suit. It was quite the colossal fuck-up, I might actually say. But didn't Anakin have a higher ground than Obi-Wan during his jump? Well, yes, he in the middle of the jump. Okay, see, it's because Anakin didn't take Unyielding Oath as a prestige perk. If he did, he wouldn't have been put in the suit. He didn't have invulnerability for 3 seconds on ground pad. While he was charging up his jump, he got fucking cut in half. Or not cut in half, you know what I mean? Bisected. So Darth Vader is a Dreadnought. He is 40k. He is a Star Wars Dreadnought, yes. The technically lower ground is stronger then, from a certain point of view. And Anakin took a Venom cannon midair. I'm glad we're all fans of the hit film Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith in this chat. So the prosthetic arm he had was lost to Dooku, right? Yes, the original one. And then he lost the rest of his limbs to Obi-Wan. And then his lungs got filled up with the charcoal air with Mustafar. And then he got burned alive. Revenge of the Sith is the best one, I definitely agree. You ain't hear any disagreement from me. What's up, FTG in chat? What's up, Charles? I don't understand you, but I like your voice. Thanks. Anakin did not have Unyielding Oath. Yeah, exactly. The old PS2 Revenge of the Sith game had the fight versus Sindralig. Yeah, it's Sindralig. For those of you who don't have the elite ball knowledge, he was the Jedi Battle Master of the Jedi Temple that Anakin killed. He also had a sick ponytail.
Scans show the Tyranid numbers growing.
Quite strong. He was the hardest fight for Anakin. He was in the hologram delivering all these things. You know what I mean?
Commandeer a Nova Cannon implosive warhead from the Navy supplies in the Astra Military.
Dude, that's the first like baby blue looking Ultramarine I've seen all day.
We shall collapse the superstructure from below.
Do you think there should be dialogue for the Space Wolves, Blood Angels, and Black Templars? I hope Saber does this soon in the operations. I mean, I talked about this a little bit in the video today. I think players would be willing, like, they plan on adding more DLCs in the future. So I'm sure the response to this one has made them go like, huh, how the fuck do we circumvent our greed? Because they said it would cost $20 to $25 for a voice pack, which is fucking baloney to me. That bulwark is zooming. We expect nothing less of the Smurfs. They all run fast, very small. FTG, I dare you to run Hammer of Salt in the next run. I don't do dares, dude. The only dare I ever did was to not take drugs. Yeah. Meanwhile, Blood and Wine costs $30. Yeah, that all, you know, $25 of the $30 for Blood and Wine required, was required to pay the voice actors, and then all the CD Projekt Red, Red devs like worked for severe underpay for everything else. It was a 10 subs and to do it. That's true. I would do it for 10 subs. It's just corpo greed, bro. I mean, 100% is, and the people who are like the community managers, they're from Focus, they're not from Saber. Witcher DLCs are better than some Game of the Years. It's true. Also, they're not even exactly like... Okay, the economy of Poland is not that strong, but... Well, I say the currency of Poland is not that strong, but they can probably get like a pretty good transfer rate. But that being said... Neither is the fucking currency of Focus Entertainment. Just saying. Darktide's DLC classes are $12 to have 6 voice actors each. Yep.
Activate the quartermaster's console and wait for the machine spirit. Instructed to load the implosive warhead onto the...
Don't you guys understand that like every single voice back DLC ever added for a video game was actually just the devs being severely underpaid and all that money went to voice actors? I bet I could hire Kevin O'Leary to do every voice for the Blood Angels on Cameo for a cheaper price than the DLC pack. Or like the the collective payment that Saber did. Been hard grinding, got Sniper Max. Working on Bulwark now. Thanks for all the content information. No problem, True Blooper. I'm glad I could help. Phantom Liberty had Keanu fucking Reeves and Idris Elba and barely cost any more than that. Yeah, dude, that's because... Well, you see, Idris Elba and Keanu Reeves worked for free that day. I mean, the base game of Space Marine 2 costs $60, okay? It makes no fucking sense. It is actually nonsense. Ah, yes, death. Okay, well, that was a bit of a mad dash. Mainly because I didn't want to die. I know we wasted our jump back there. I just didn't want to die. My first game today, okay? I'm easily frightened like a Tusken Raider. I could have done another punch. Misplay, misplay. That was more of a panic button, you know, like a squid inking. Oh, you get panic. Get shit on. Get shit on. Oh shit, I'm about to get shit on.
I mean, I'm sure I can kill him. Oh, that didn't actually work with what? And we're just not using our Fury Strikes because we hate optimal gaming right now. Don't reach me, dumbass. You're not that powerful. Oh. I really thought I could just... Okay.
Whatever.
Did I use a single Furious Strikes in that little mix there? No. Did I kill the boss? Yes. Did I bet my life? Did I put my life on the line? Perhaps. It's over Carnifex. I have the high ground. Oh, I definitely didn't. I wasted all my jump packs. I had ground. What you did? You've annoyed me for the last time. I'm just gonna go punch this guy in the face. Ah. Why is the stream setup different? Bro, your name is Qui-Gon Kush, okay? Lay off the Kush and you'll discover, dude, that's the mobile stream. First of all, Qui-Gon would never take Kush. Actually, maybe you would. I'll do some net sticks. Okay, let's go and kill this guy.
Damn that trotting drugs and their stunts. Good. Escort the payload to the train.
If he dies this time for real. Kill his ass. While he's dead, who cares? You're naming yourself after a dead guy you don't care about. It's pretty strange. Qui-Gon was basically a Jedi youth pastor. That's a funny comment. Well, I'll say, killing that Carnifex was exhausting. Exhausting kill.
Brothers, together we go.
Qui-Gon is a man with a particular set of skills that he is. Qui-Gon was open-minded to a degree. That's true. He almost fell to the dark side at one point. Red Scorpion's Rift, yes sir, Donald. What's up, Chapter Master? What's up, Lord Vegeta?
Hold those mines.
Every day, remember what could have been through a world where Qui-Gon Jinn didn't get stabbed by Darth Maul. Qui-Gon would love morphine because he was too stressed. Same.
Trust such power into the hands of his services.
Jake Sully not betraying humanity. I was just thinking about that the other day. That like,
Survey the terrain while we can.
As I often do. I often think about Jake Sully from Avatar. And his fraudulent behavior. Oh shit, here we go again. Hey FTG, what's the model of your refrigerator? It's a combi for refrigerator. It's got a plasma gun attached to it. That's a combi Melta refrigerator. It functions as both a microwave and refrigerator. Favorite tabletop model? That's a model. It's a very particular question. Of recent ones, probably the new Chapter Master Ethan Shaw. That looks pretty good.
Obstruction detected.
The Titus one is also quite cool, but that's more so 'cause I like the character and the actual model. The Fulgrim model they released recently was also pretty nice. Also, the mutilators they have coming out, those are also pretty cool.
Obstruction cleared.
Ethan Shaw. Jake Sully is more of a traitor than Horus, to be honest. That's true. At least Horus apologized. Well, Jake Sully was like, I will join the fungal hive mind. Guys, Avatar lore goes deep, and it's all dark and evil. Hey, see, this guy knows the plot. The plot of Power Fist 1, the sequel to Power Fist 2. Wait, no. The prequel to Power Fist 2. Which Power Fist is that? This is the balanced one. He was tempted by half-naked blue people. It's not easy to resist. Listen, okay. Throw me on Pandora. The Quaritch never fell until he became blue himself. But that's not really... Like, the Quaritch that became blue person was not the same Quaritch that died, okay? That's like a... That's an engram. You know what I'm saying?
Departmental Minotaur Ordnance Transfer 3639 loading complete. Manifest updated.
Well, my cleaving potential unfortunately did not punch through all of those guys and hit the guy in the back. It punched through 90% of them. But, what can we say? Even the Power Fist has limits for now. Also, yeah, brutal limit's very unfair, I know. They're holding the Power Fist back. I only punched through 30 guys instead of 31. Shameful, really. Ow, 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 ow. Imagine not have one hitting the entire field. Yeah, I know. I don't have to imagine it happening right before my eyes.
The warhead is ready to go. Good. Deploy it. For the Emperor!
Saber releasing a zombie game instead of pumping content in Space Marine 2 feels bad, man. I heard Toxic Commando is actually pretty good.
You have their attention. Deal with them swiftly.
Probably my kind of game, because I'm a space game.
Offensive, offensive. Slay them in the turret. Heard it from the open tracks. Let us crush them with an engine.
Your buddy's playing Commander right now, loving it. I saw some gameplay of it. It looked pretty fun. It looked pretty like a real hoot. Is the Power Fist better than the Hammer? Yes. There's nothing the Power Fist is not really better than in this game. I mean, there are some situations where other weapons were better, but like overall, it's him. This weapon's him. It's the gun. I mean, the melee weapon. It is the melee weapon. Oh, thank you, brother. For the dash build, axe or sword. Axe is just a better weapon than sword right now, but they're both good. You use whatever you want. Oh, that's a nice shot, brother. A wonderful purge. Power Fist best range weapon as well, true. I do want a grav cannon. I want that badly.
Link your armor to the Mechanicus device. You will need to keep close.
I think we got lucky with only one double boss spawn this time. I ran the new normal assault build, new dash recharge one. They're all dash builds now. All assault builds have become dash builds. Zealous Blow? What the fuck? I haven't heard about that since Siege Mode in 1985. Some patch 6 drops, you know. We're on Zealous Blow 2 these days, yeah. Zealous Blow, never heard of her. Well, so weekly 200 accolades? Yeah, they all are. They're all 200. Wings of Flame 2, Electric Tech Priest 2. Dude, don't talk about Electric Tech Priest in this chat. When I was playing Rogue Trader, those guys fucked me up in my first playthrough. I need not be reminded. Is this a Heroic Fist? No. The Balanced Fist. It's very powerful this day. Okay, I just started a week ago. Just got it got out of nowhere. I didn't understand it. No problem, dude. No problem at all. Ask whatever questions you need. I know you only asked a question there, but there was a community event or some other things like the Twitch drops, which were giving you accolades.
Praise to the machine god for this blessed gift. Engine charged to 75%. Dispatcher, the engine is charged and prepared for departure.
Deploy immediately. With pleasure.
Well done, brothers. We only had one boss fight there, though. Good job, team.
Detonation in 5.
Run heavy and tactical. What's the best primary gun for each, please? For heavy, it's like heavy plasma, multi-melta, or heroic heavy bolter. For tactical, it's just Pyroblaster. That's the best one. Not the only good one, but it is the best one. Grenade launcher is also very strong on him. Heroic heavy bolt rifle. Pretty good. Stalker bolt rifle. Melta is also pretty good. Go PvP. Why would I go PvP? What will you do? What are you gonna do for me to play PvP? That's the real question. Because like you're just asking me to hurt myself. Not very nice. That's your first time saying anything in the chat too. Okay. Wow. Balance Fist is OP. I don't know if I'd say it's OP. Okay, maybe it's a little OP. Actually, no, maybe it is a little OP. You might be on to something, BFT. You might be correct. This may be, perchance, a little OP. How much for PvP? I'll put $100 per PvP match. And then you get the satisfaction of, like, potentially just watching FTG get shit. And I'll post this video, too. A combo deal. You have to watch me get shit on live and on, like, recording. Also 1v1 you and Rust on Modern Warfare 2. You guys have watched me get shit on. It'd be a beautiful thing. Let's see, exfiltration. Why do they keep making these bad? Like, the stratagems don't have to be bad. Nobody said that was required. Okay, well. Here's another weekly carry. Thank you guys for playing. Get in here, guys. Whoever needs a weekly again. Though I don't think that Bulwark needed the weekly, I'm gonna be honest, because he was just power fisting with me. 100 yen. Yes. It's the AI making the daily strats. That's true. Like, honestly, if they just removed great responsibility from the game entirely, I don't think anybody would complain. I don't think anybody would care. Doing random invites always have been. I thought they said the dailies were random and weeklies were curated. Yes, that is true. That is true. But, like, I mean, they could just, like, I don't know. With how big the AI industry is, like, surely become something better than this. I bet ChatGPT come up with something fun for me real quick. And, like, 100% of the time, it will not give me empathy or great responsibility. Surely. We got Donut and Smalls. Donut. First sign me up, I'll stop painting minis right now. You goddamn it, you keep painting those minis, brother. What armor are you painting as we speak? Did you just say that yen is Chinese currency, dude? That's Japanese money, brother. You're thinking of a different. You're thinking of yuan. What do they call it? Actually, maybe it is called yen. I don't. Maybe I'm actually uncultured as fuck. It's yuan, yeah. Yuan. A yuan. A yuan, yeah. 1 Japanese yen equals 0.0063 United States dollars. So I'm not an economist, okay? I don't know how none of that shit works, but all I'm saying is Japan has a very powerful economy. Why currency so inflated? Actually, that's a great question for Google. Let me read right now. Tell me the socio-economic history of the yen. Yen. Why is yen so inflated? Or weak? Or seems weak? Japanese yen is currently experiencing extreme weakness. High USD to Japan yen rate rather than high values, driven by a massive persistent interest rate gap between the Bank of Japan and ultra low rates and high US rates. Interesting.
Is a lost cause. Bombardment from orbit risks collateral damage, so we need a more targeted approach.
You're painting Kato Sicarius? Okay, alright, Chief.
From the Navy supplies in the Astra Militarum depot and deliver the payload by rail. We shall collapse the superstructure.
When does double XP end? 16th, I think.
Keep close, brothers. Do not get separated in this storm. The battle disturbs Avarax's arid landscape. Dust squalls can arise with little warning. If conditions obscure the path, look for the flashing guideposts.
Why is Japanese money super inflated? I introduced you to the little event in 1940s. I wouldn't know anything about that. My life started in the 90s. Okay, I don't remember anything before that.
This place crawls with Xenos abominations.
That's not what the AI told me.
I pray these sands are cleansing the chitin from those Xenos.
You like Elden Ring's parry slot? What the fuck does it even mean? I guess any game, like, I think you're getting rage baited, not gonna lie. You still played for Perfect Death, what we were talking about. That the game is parry slop. This game can be parry slop. It was definitely more parry slop when it came out. The power of the fist. That guy blocked shield, definitely.
The Xenos infestation is stemmed for now. A tragedy that all
Community event's
these
the 16th.
munitions cannot be unleashed upon the alien scum.
Activate the quartermaster's console and wait for the machines to instruct him to load the implosive warhead onto the train and assist you when necessary.
That pitiful Xenos.
Is a 20% XP buff until the 16th, right? Yes. So the second guy is read that as double XP, guys. 20% and double XP. Yeah, 100% are not the same. 20% does not mean 2 times your XP.
Your task is to affix a
Well,
noble
best Elden Ring
explosive
build is
warhead
Pokey Stick with shield or Big Von Camera. That is rage bait. Elite level rage bait. Ow. 40% XP buff until May. Got it. Okay.
The armory provides.
You know, so there was less players in the last week or so. Well, yeah, the patch has dropped off a little bit. It didn't have the staying power of the other one. No, I don't think any patch in this game will probably have the staying power of patch 10, unless they do another like anniversary update. But patch 10 was like huge for this game. It had it stayed for like an entire month, or a lot of the player base did, because we had heroic weapons got added in right on top of all the builds are being discovered as well. Like, that's an issue with the PTS, is that the game gets solved before the patch even comes out half the time. So the real experience is like, okay, new weapons here, let's try it out. We already know what all the good perks are. But like when patch 10 came out, it dropped fresh with no PTS, and because of that, everybody had to like discover the heroic weapons. Nobody could try them out early. No content creators had early access to it. I think it was much better for the game. Are you part of the Darktide content creator preview of the new Darktide update tomorrow? Yes, I am. I am indeed. I played Mr. E. If you have me. Mr. E, my goat. Yeah, I do hope... I hope they do like another anniversary patch. I imagine like the next few patches won't be that big for the game. This was probably the biggest one this year. I like this roadmap. Though it doesn't really get much bigger of a patch for a game beyond a new class. New classes are very popular in games, so I don't expect a massive thing.
Sandstorm incoming.
I have stitches and can't bend my middle ring finger. That sucks, dude. But a new boss next patch, that sounds pretty cool. That'll change up the gameplay a lot for players on Chaos.
Xenos' hunger is insatiable, but the Imperium is exhausted.
Space Marine 2 also comes out to PS Plus in a week. So I imagine they're prepping for something.
No storm until they are
Planet Side 2. That's true. AFG has a weekly grind going pretty well. I mean, I've been doing it for like 45 minutes, so I'd say not too shabby. Holy shit, though! Like, you guys ever get like a day where like your ears are just hot and you just feel like your eyes are dry? Anybody get that feeling? What is that? What am I experiencing right now? What's happening? Dehydration? It can't possibly be fucking true, dude. How much Gatorade I had today? How would I be dehydrated if I injected coffee into my bloodstream? Genius. Allergies, maybe. Google says menopause. Might be that. The gene seed didn't take, boys.
Where are the ease of this operation?
FTG has your husband and kids. Mystery's doing great.
Obstruction detected. Removal is required. to
Caffeine
commence.
dehydrates you. Nah, dude. How would that possibly be true? It's made of liquid.
Acknowledged and ready.
Obstruction clear.
Is FCG a looks maxer? Yeah, dude. I fucking pick my outfits before going to this game every damn day. FCG is currently mewing. Yeah, I'm always mewing. I've mastered the strategy of talking while mewing. I'm the only one.
Seeking operator. Not found. Resuming search.
FPG gets cortisol spikes fairly frequently. I don't actually have cortisol spikes. I just like live at a. I'm perpetually stuck at this state of mind at all times. It makes life much easier. You learn to understand it, you know. See that as thirst to regards. It's thirst to regards. Somebody promote Bob Flanagan. That was your first time chatting. Welcome in. We need more like you. Every first chatter needs to come out with a banger like that. Any advice on soloing this hard weekly? Take a power fist of the assault class, or like a power fist of the lower class, probably the easiest option. FTG face reveal on looks maxing the tutorial at 100k subs. No, I might actually do that. Hey, what class would you recommend for this mission on hard? I have a whole video on that, but Bulwark, Assault, and Tactical together are the best. Tech Marine can also do some work with like his gun. Did we not get a boss fun at all this run? The second time. What a bunch of lucky guys we are, dude. I should be playing the lottery with luck like this, okay?
Prepare yourselves.
I don't get anything for my top tier simping. Get weird looks. Get like raised eyebrows. You get the biggest raised eyebrow. Is this your favorite class? I would say it's up there right now. Tactical is probably my favorite overall. Probably Tactical. I would say my favorite classes in this game to play are probably Tac, Assault, and Bulwark, and Sniper's probably after that. I don't like. Actually, no. It's Tac, Assault, Tech Marine, and then Bulwark, and then. Actually, I might just be Tech Marine. Tech Marine's already fun. I'll be signing it. Forgot he's in the game.
A minor setback. Let us reevaluate our strategy. Talasa, I have multiple swarms moving to your location. You have their attention. Deal with them swiftly. We will not get another shot at this.
FTG bone smashes every time he gets an execute. Hunter Eye. You know, I'm sad that you know that, but more sad that I know what you're talking about.
It occurs to me the Xenos are unaware they must catch a train.
The looks maxing shit, dude. Holy fuck! No, look no further to like see like the degradation of human society than the comments of like a look maxing Instagram post. Does this work? Yeah, bro, it totally works. Definitely didn't get started for you guys.
The train requires immediate protection.
What the hell is looks maxing? It's actually I don't even know how to describe it. I'm sad to know what you guys are saying. I feel ashamed. Join us, brother, in the shame pile. Join us. What FOV are we playing at? We're playing at FOV 2. It's equal to FOV 1. Just kidding. We're at 1.25. I call this the luxury zone. This is where things looks like. This is where spectacle meets function. Oh! FOV version 1.25.
Need to keep close proximity to the charging station until the reset is complete.
Doesn't that one looks maxing guy microdose meth or something? I'm sure at least one of them does. What the fuck? What the hell are you on about? The less you know, the better. We actually got no boss spawn, that's nuts. It's a miracle.
We coordinate precisely. Charging station and defend the train simultaneously.
Wait, Froggy, what is this Buzz Lightyear shit you just sent me? That's cursed. I can draw that. When no boss spawns for this week equals no pain. Yeah, it just means that the there is no boss. You're just not even playing the mission at this point. Supremacy of the strong, twice the foe, except there is no foe, and they're very weak by not existing.
Dispatcher, the engine is charged and prepared for departure.
Deploy immediately. Yes, brother.
Bob Flanagan, thank you for the prime. Bob Flanagan. Like Flanagan from Simpsons? Oh, that was Ned Flanagan. That's Flanagan, you're Flanagan. Maybe your name is just Bob Flanagan. That's actually who you are. I just assume all things on Twitch are a reference. Ned Flanders. Yes. Ned Flanders. Okay, Lightning McQueen was listening to No But He Doubt. That's good. That's what I should be listening to. That's peak music right there. That's the Shadow the Hedgehog theme song. The guy from Stargate was Flanagan? Ah, yes. Which Stargate? That's what I narrowed down. Stargate Atlantis, Stargate SG-1, Stargate the movie,
Stargate, wasn't it Stargate Infinite? Stargate Infinity. That's a different one. Stargate Universe was the one that got canceled. I used to live on the Sci-Fi channel when I was a kid. I saw all the trash. Trust me, I saw some garbage. I saw Eureka. You guys seen Eureka? That's an oldie. Oldie but goldie. It's the other one. There was that one show, Sanctuary. That was fucking weird. Sorry, SG1 goated show. What year is this? Yeah. All FTG streams are in the early 2000s. If you're unaware. That's the stated timeline. All right, let's go again. Well, we got you guys your weeklies there. Thanks for playing Donut and Smalls. Now, everybody get back in. Your dad used to binge a lot of those. Parents hate kids shows. We just watch their shit. Listen, the Sci-Fi channel had some banger stuff out at the time, okay? Was Defiance on Sci-Fi? Yes, it was. Yes, it was. I think I'll just play... Maybe I'll play Bulwark. Maybe we don't need... They're both playing Bulwark, so... Yeah, Defiance was pretty fucking bad. They also had a video game for that. You guys are unlocking... I'm glad we've all interacted the same garbage. Can we get some Vanguard? Not for this weekly. Vanguard's garbage on this one. We're all unks here. True. Sad but true. A depressing reality. But the only one. Defiance, the video game? Yeah, I had a friend that loved Defiance, okay? When did that come out? Defiance game. That came out in 2013. God damn. 13 years ago. I date 2013 by the summer of Man of Steel and Just Ass Among Us. I mean, and Just Ass Gods Among Us. The worst fighting game. How do I beat the double neuros? You punch them. The air. Came out with the show, they were tied together with like in-game events or something. Yeah, they did. If only the show and game were good. That's a lot of money to put into something that sucks. You know, nothing shows nepotism like Hollywood. Or the garbage that gets put out in Hollywood. Nothing. Nothing quite reaches that peak, you know. My heroic's better than Fist or Power Sword. Fist. Oh man, it's having another Man of Steel rant. I'm not drunk, so I can't do that. The Horus Hennessy is how you got me to have a Man of Steel rant. The Horus Hennessy. We'll do a drunk stream again. We'll do that. Ah, double neuro throw. My favorite. Like peanut butter and peanut butter. Waiter! More psychic bubbles, please.
They think I'm playing Space Marine 2 and I can be playing Vertical Gnomes.
Europe. Man up. Will try to enthrall us.
Brace for another storm.
There was a ramble guy.
No storm will delay our vengeance.
Adamantium, I know you didn't take plasma as a surrogate option for the double neurothroat mission.
Avenge our fallen rock. Our will remains
That's toxic.
under Anakin.
Man, chat, I just got hit with an overwhelming wave of like, I don't know what my neighbor's cooking up, but I just got hit with like a wave of pure fish smell. Oh my god, that's potent. That's actually enough to distract me from the neurothroat fight. That's haddock if I ever smelled one.
I have walked worlds unnumbered, and have not yet found one I could not conquer.
Oh, I hate that bug still in the game. That's such horseshit.
Reloading magazine.
Survey the terrain while you can.
Can you scream? It'll be better for all of us if you start screaming. Please. Oh, actually, this is better. Oh, excuse me? From what? Oh god, guys. God, I have an yielding oath. Oh, I must have been his own, bro. Okay. But they shouldn't be able to range you in that.
We are the exterminators. No storm will delay.
What is this, RNG? I don't think it's RNG.
Here unleashed.
He's, yes, a double neurothroat. That is the RNG, I guess. I guess they just adapted, dude. I don't see enough armor chakra on this guy. He didn't adapt to shit. I must have seen it like stood in the bubble or something.
I have walked worlds unnumbered, and have not yet found one I could not conquer. Trap activated. Despite its massive brain, it was but another.
All right, here, guys. Everyone wants to come in.
No storm.
Pop in.
They are vengeance.
We're having a hell of a time.
Push the pain.
We got Juansho Lake.
Performing special tactics.
This is the PlayStation champion, dude.
This is not a test
He's
of
collected
metal,
all 7
but
Chaos
of
Emeralds
patience.
from that one PlayStation game with Sonic. Hey, anyone doing a hard weekly can be me.
My brothers have vanquished. Stone. Thank the throne for this sturdy shelter.
For the heroic fist, no. It is the. Why do you guys always ask the questions? It's the heroic fist. I don't do any light attacks with it. I have to wonder. It's like, oh, that thing just did half that guy's HP. Is that the heroic one that has 50% reduction? I'm joshing. I'm joshing. Oh, this is the balanced one.
Tragedy that all these munitions cannot be unleashed upon the aliens.
Activate the quartermaster's console and wait for machines here. Instructed to load the explosive warhead onto the train and assist it when necessary.
Heroic fist wishes it could do that. True. I think I'm gonna take this after the horrific pain I endured. I don't know if my teammate has invigorating icon or not.
Transfer no mechanical explosive warhead to the supply train. He's a sword brethren. Also, really much of a sword brethren by Templar, but that's a good look, brother.
This guy brought a sniper to a fist fight. I'm not sure about that one, Chief.
Shield your minds.
Sniper's a bold choice. Yes, a daring decision. Well, that goes to show how weak the heroic bolt sniper is there. That he just shot the zone throw 4 times, and only then they go down. They call him PlayStation Patrick for nothing. Good shot. That's balanced, a lot of damage. Yeah, the balance meta's here. I think balance might actually be better than block now, at least for damage and assault. It depends though, it depends what you're doing. But like being able to stagger and do ludicrous amounts of damage is certainly interesting.
Machine spirit, heed my will.
Hey, a big fan enjoying the weekly? Define enjoying. I'm playing the weekly.
Heed the machine spirit's command, brothers.
Enjoyment though. Oh, that's not the right one. Hold on.
We as an angel of death. Beginning operation.
What? Vanilla feels so wrong. I think it feels fine. The other thing I swapped off is the aim key. I might change it around for the jump back dash now though, because the animation can't be tied to Q's a little awkward for some, like for like a left and right movement. like hitting left and Q at the same time is very awkward. So I might swap it off for that. That would take a lot of adjustment. That would take quite the adjustment period, though.
Fresh supply.
Missions prepared for transit, Quartermaster. Provide your command.
Do you foresee them adding all the enemies of the Imperium in Space Marine 3? Well, let me see. This game has 1, 2 factions. And the Imperium has
Escort the
1,
payload to the
2,
train.
3,
Brothers, the blueprints say we
4,
can neutralize a nearby lift.
5.
Oh, the God Emperor.
And all the numbers after that, enemy factions. So, probably not. I don't think there will be, like, 1,000% increase in factions. Personally. Maybe. That's a definite maybe. Yeah, maybe. Maybe they will do an over 1,000% increase in enemy faction next game. I do think the librarian is going to be in the next game, though. I assume we'll get a new faction.
No storm will delay our vengeance.
It'd be cool if we got an apothecary. Might be game breaking though. I will have a whole discussion about that pretty soon here. That's a pretty good option actually. I'll take that over. The super fat thing. This guy's a sniper and this guy's almost dead. And he wanted to give this to me. I mean, I'm not taking it. Don't mind if I do.
I am blessed that I walk as I am. And
I
not
guess
as
I
they
could overkill this. I don't know if that was the most economic use ever of that, to be honest. Now we're stuck with the stim effect all game because that's what happens. Probably better to save one of those. We have a relic, so I have a lot of options now to like not go to. So if I go down, then get me up. If they die in the process and I go down again, I'll still be able to get up. I don't know if that's worth 2 fucking stims, but we'll see. That was a fat piggy stim use.
This should get
That was
the
a
rest
very,
of
I was the fattest pig on the farm stim use right there. That's kind of, that's the kind of stim treatment to give a cow is going to be Wagyu beef. That's the gluttony we're talking about. I didn't really seem to want them, so that's true.
Rally to me at the passage.
Clearing your roll wound if you can is never a bad idea. That's true. We have a relic though, so I'm not too worried about the next boss fight. If I find another stim for whatever reason. So many randoms just ignore heals. I don't get it. Not wrong. They do ignore them a lot. Okay, SCGs are Wagyu beef. Yes, the Wagyu beef chapter. All they do is sit around
Message received.
and servitors massage them.
Obstruction cleared.
We're talking about the duelist perk, Phoenix. I think the duelist perk is actually pretty good if you have bad ping. Like, it's good for ping issues. It's also good if the game's really laggy. Like, I was talking to Hayes about this, that it's actually pretty good if you take into like high siege, because then the map will lag so much sometimes that having that extra window can help a lot. Not so much on balanced weapons, but like on block and fencing. Actually pretty good. Wow.
The world is seen of sort consumed. Now consumed.
Yeah, this Wave 52 run, yeah. The duelist is good for like, it's just good for lag in general. So if you're playing like different pings, taking duelist can be a definite good option to have. I'll probably start taking that for Siege too. Especially on the Mexico filter map. Breaking Bad Mexico map.
Department terminated for weapons transfer. 3639 merging complete. Manifest updated.
Died off.
I don't think we're getting one boss fun again.
The Xenos infestation stepped.
But it seems like. What's the Primarch's gene seed of the fucking Red Scorpions again, guys? Forget. Are these guys a successful chapter of? Or was it unknown? These guys actually might be unknown pounding. A power fist used on assault. This is balanced.
I await you.
What are we waiting for? Unless it's spawn them all the way back.
Our destiny lies on. We cannot match.
I actually don't one-shot them, they're red. Okay. Unknown, very much unknown, yeah. Who would have thought the Red Scorpions would be unknown?
The warhead is ready to go.
Good. Deploy it.
Oh, it's another one. I guess I'll yoink this too. There's 3 sims in this area. 4 in at this point, so there's only one for everybody.
We'll adapt. We always do.
Talassa, I have multiple
this would be nice.
squads moving to your location. You have their attention. Deal with them swiftly. We will not get another shot at this.
Is heroic fist or is the balance relic? This is heroic. Not. Wait, what I'm saying? This is balance. This is not heroic. Hold on. Oh, I almost lied. It was a fib. No. It's the balance. Heroic would never do charge damage like this. You're never gonna see a heroic one-shot anything on a heavy attack in your whole life, especially not one charge. So. Now I remember one of the first solo runs I ever did in this game was the Power Fist way back when the game came out. My god, this weapon sucked ass back then. When you do like the charge AoE attack, like there is one ground slam attack on this weapon that is hilariously bad. And they have never properly buffed it. It's like it doesn't even exist in the minds of the devs or the team. Or like whenever I don't think I've ever seen anybody ever talk about the Power Fist and be like the ground slam attack. So I took ground slam today. I've never seen any video, not a single content creator, not a single build person ever takes the fucking ground slam. Maybe Rage Gaming did when the game first came out. I think they content they would. Hey, how's it going? What's up, Nigel? Pathetic Red Scorpion, World Eaters for Life. That's a heretic guy. Okay, I guess you give me that. Thank you. It's the same thing that happened when I soloed, where like the very end I had a relic and like 2 stims, but there was no boss. Prime Mark of the Red Scorpions is Scorponok. It's actually Dwayne Johnson, Scorpion King.
Deploy immediately.
With pleasure.
I do remember the Power Fist and Block were so dog shit to be avoided back in 2024. What a world to come back to. True. You're not wrong. Say the game is much better now. Much improved.
Detonation in 5. Brace for shockwave.
Hey FTG, what's up, Raynar? Let me just get past this menu and hydrate. Sorry for dying twice, dude. Don't worry about it. I mean, finish the mission. First try. Easy peasy. It was really not too bad at all. Especially when you don't get bombed.
Double boss. Double boss. Just saying. Single one. Okay, we might play a solo here and then go back to a weekly. I'll probably call it. We'll see. Exfiltration. Where do I want to power fist? Oh, good. Enjoy your food. Who are you talking to, Osborne? Oh, you heard. I actually have these twin snakes from Haribo right now. I'm not much of a candy partaker, but occasionally we are known to be profane. That mystery and I have a pact to always raid each other if we're available.
Your mission is
But
to use the storm.
he never raids me ever, and I always raid him.
Proceed to the
And
cave
he's never
outpost
once
to
ever returned the
establish
favor.
their fate. You must then infiltrate
And actually, he
the
hardly
refinery
streams.
and complete demolitions to prove
Actually, he hardly even talks to me anymore.
detonation
That's actually a lie. I
only
hate a
when the
Minecraft
main
server.
swarm has entered the blast zone. Captain Akarat
A one-way
will coordinate our
relationship.
efforts
I know
on
this
the
marriage
boats.
is for something else.
Let us deliver the Emperor's wrath.
Don't call it the balanced fist for nothing.
Xenos' hunger is insatiable, but the Imperium is indomitable. This place crawls with Xenos' authority.
Wow.
Reload.
Try how OP this shit is.
The Xenos infestation is steady.
As a Balbar's expansion, I don't think they actually given a date for it yet. They're having an updated roadmap pretty soon, though.
Swapping magazine.
It's supposed to bring balance to the forest, true. Precisely right, Charles.
That pitiful Xenos was but no horror to
Okay, there we go. Yeah, the Battle Barge expansion will be like a testing room. Whether or not it'll be as good as Hypex is, probably not. It will probably not be remotely as good as Hypex is.
The world this Xenos sought to consume now consumes its cup.
Oh, a Neurothrow.
Another alien falls.
If I had an insta-kill fist.
A lictor hunts us. Then step. The Imperial hammer rises to strike. Engaging warrior.
I'm just jump backing out of this.
The Xenos scum should have remained.
I don't know if that was necessary, but
Reloading magazine. Activate. Eliminate the neural code. Swapping magazine. Reunite to the death. Xenos hunger is insatiable. War gear unleashed.
alright.
A so-and-so skull makes a worthy. Forming special tactics.
I think I missed a dash there. A jump dash attack.
The very
Good. Oh, he's all the way up. Alright, they can't hit you up in the elevation here.
The Xenos infestation is steady. Deploying equipment. The world this Xenos source consumed now consumes its tongues. Reloading. The war gear unleashed.
Why is he doing that and not the other thing? Not the shout. Yeah, there we go. I already hit him up here.
The Imperium's hammer rises to strike. That pitiful Xenos was but no horrid blood.
Me. That was just.
Let this harassing alien titan fold around.
Oh, hello there, Jackal. How we doing, brother? We were playing the weekly, but now we're doing a. We're trying the same build in solo because it's been pretty fun. Do you ever get bored of this game? Yeah, I don't think I'd still be playing if I was able to get bored of this game. I would have quit. Weekly is wild. Weekly is kind of wild. Fun though. There were more entertaining ones. If I had like 2 times where the weekly didn't give me a boss spawn, how lame is that? Paper's ass is gonna get fucked up.
Commencing reload.
Drip keeps the game exciting. You know, you're not wrong. I talked to Mobius about that. I asked him, like, would you even play this game if you didn't have drip?
Not let that one.
I think we both agree, like, it'd definitely be less fun.
Another alien falls.
Bro, I want, like, a value bomb here. Alright, well, one guy that's not linked up, definitely not value, but We almost got another guy.
To overwhelm us.
We got that guy.
Its Xenos brain did not grant it the wisdom to flee. Shall flee.
Oh, this weapon is insane. What the hell is that? Sniper fist? That's just the balanced power fist. They call it balanced because it kills everything in one shot.
Too quiet.
Or like, you know, 2 shots really.
Survey from a better vantage.
It is with the nerf shit. Yeah, the nerf to range damage in the weekly is pretty rude for CHP recovery.
Aside from some Xenos scum, that is.
Talassa, you need to acquire the Astra Militarum demolition codes required to deploy and arm their ordnance. Source one from any soldier you see, alive or otherwise.
The world this Xenos sought to consume now consumes its carcass. Reloading magazine. I am having no luck.
FTG, have you done any of the custom stratagems yet? Yes, I have. I did a whole stream of that with Mobius Cypher, and it was super fun. I'm gonna do it again. Tomorrow, Zambit and I should be playing with, actually doing the duoing the Nightmare run. Nightmare difficulty.
A quick sweep turned up nothing. No code.
What's wrong with Tech Marine? Nothing's like really wrong with Tech Marine. Okay, we just not get it again. Oh shit, that's like a Lictor. He's gonna jump out and do this shit to me. Ow.
A quick sweep turned up nothing.
Haven't seen Zambit in a while. They took a big break. Yeah, they did. Well, I've called them back. They played Tech Marine. The long ass fist range, it's just the power of the fist. Yeah, the balance fist damage is really just nuts, you know?
Obtained.
Balance has finally shown superiority to block as it has always been. Well, how is it finally showing its superiority as the best when it got buffed and now it's good because of that? I thought that thing was that good before. as you come up with your name, because I love Imperial Guardsmen. That's actually why I played Dark Tide in the first place. And they usually die in their first tour. I like grunts. I'm a huge fan of like really basic grunt soldiers in sci-fi. Like I love clone troopers, I like stormtroopers. Anything that dies in the first deployment, you know. There's just something really entertaining to me. Like I don't really care to be like the playing as a character in a game. It's like, oh, he's him, he's Master Chief. I'm more interested in being like the guy behind Master Chief and like cast as a straight frag. That sucked. It just happened to be there. But defense mechanisms are so good. Like, you know that Marine that caught the plasma, like the plasma grenade? Unfortunately, in your Halo 3 Legendary campaign? That's me. I'm the guy who died.
The Xenos infestation is steady. Engaging warfare. Reloading magazines. Hold those mines.
So much shit over here.
Velocity to expunge.
I love BioWars. I love them.
The Xenos artillery lives no more.
Or he just like arcs up and you're 2 feet in front of him, just drops like 5 pistons around you.
The world this Xenos sought to consume now consumes its colors.
Here's a question for the chat. Which Primarch would win a straight fight if all the Primarchs had a punch and was just simply the coolest? The coolest Primarch is Sanguinius, and the strongest Primarch is Sanguinius. That's actually probably Magnus if he has like all psycho powers.
We're making good time. We are going to need it.
The Lion is also quite cool though. Yeah, by the way, FCG, have you noticed that the back fist attack on the power fists and kill Majora's after the heavy attack? It used to be able to do it all the time, though. I think it depends if you're on hard strats or not.
Just deployment into the crypt will leave you cautiously. If you know what is good for you.
Oh, I just dragged my camera. Look no further than that example and see how sticky the lock-on mechanic in this game is. It actually just like rotated my entire screen when I was locked on.
The world
That was
this
not me
Xenos
moving my
sought to
mouse.
consume now consumes its carcass.
Honorable mention to Vulcan, true.
All according to the Emperor's plan.
Rites of activation have been observed. The generators hum in the machine god's name. Crane sequencing initialized. Delivering payload.
Generator 2 under threat.
Disruption of operation of generator 2. Bring it into the Omnis Sire's stronger alignment.
The Xenos are but a bog of insolence.
Oh my god. Are we assuming the punch lands, or do we need to be taken into account if it will land or not? I mean, I feel like a sanguineous punch would probably hurt like a bitch. What's your favorite chapter / Legion? Well, for Legions, Death Guard, Night Lords, chapters, Blood Angels. I'm just sanguineous. Damn, the ship pulps.
The armory.
Y-axis aligned. The Emperor denied a false cow. Climbing is not permitted while in operation.
Still learning returning player at first month of release. But the lock-on actually lost 2 operations many times. It's pretty bad in this game.
That pitiful Xenos was but
Lock-on is quite awful. It's helpful, but you have to make sure to turn it off, or it will kill you. Kobe. Was that 2 for 1? No. You're not so lucky. I mean, I guess I could have done this, huh? I could have just dodged that. Or sanguineous the nerd glasses. That is what the Blood Angel sounds like in the pack. You're not wrong, brother.
together we go.
Sims. Easy. We do have one more boss fight potentially here. SCG wants to be Sergeant Johnson? No, dude. I want to be the random nameless Marine that dies. Much more entertaining that way. Urban dash damage, yeah. Pretty much always run that now. So much. Just for free.
Another alien falls to the Imperium's key blade. Swapping magazine.
Throw the default Marine skin for every class. Okay, I wouldn't go that far. I like my drip.
We have arrived at
The red
Gnosis
shirt,
Facility.
exactly.
Run distraction efforts as long as you can.
We will wreak such havoc upon the enemy, the Emperor will see it from terror.
I will hold you to that.
No.
Forming special task. Do not let that one come to you. Elixir of
I used my iframe on that one.
pestilent swarm. Activate. Eliminate the we eliminated the shrouded menace. The world is seems exploiting equipment. We are the nature of death. Slingshot injected.
That was a little goofy. A bit of a misplay, I must say. Dude, having like fight like 5 sword warriors here, not my idea of a good time. Oh, I just got there's nothing I can do about that one. Maybe if I just spam the space key. For sure, backdash gets you out a little bit.
Xenos lurker stamped out. Activate. The Zoanthropus form to be trampled. Despite its massive brain, it was but another drone.
Definitely not the best use of Wings of Flame there. Definitely not. It was sloppy, but it's done. Ooh, they buffed this one up.
Performing special task.
My Emperor, witness the holy pyre we start in your name.
Oh my god. We're dying. Did the Emperor choose Horus for his favorite because he knew the Chosen will betray him, and that's why he didn't choose Lionel? No, I think it's just because he doesn't like bald guys. Or actually, he doesn't like guys with hair. He has a lot of hair, so like bald is different.
Again, we need that bomb triggered for optimal.
He really was just choosing
Orbital
between bald
scan
people.
estimates the bulk of the swarm will not be in position for a while yet. Keep your heads and get it done.
The enemy seeks to consume this place and us with it. Commencing reload.
The bulk of the swarm is continuing
Wings of Flame is just peak. All my homies love Wings of Flame.
Vermin have crawled through the refinery. Hold those marks. A lictor stalks him. He seeks the trails.
Triple Lictor and an Armada of Spore Mine. Very cool.
We eliminated the shrouded men.
Halfway there, brothers. Keep it up.
No matter how many vermin they send, I will cut them down.
Maybe he missed. Wings of Flame does so much free damage.
Xenos hunger is insatiable, but the Imperium.
The swarm has almost fully committed. Be ready for my mark.
Righteous storm. My war gear is satisfied.
You are clear to detonate. Cook those rotten bastards.
Let us spark the flames of vengeance. Wrath shall reign.
And that's a wrap.
Tyranid bioscience down 90% and falling. Swarm annihilation confirmed. Excellent. Move to extract. Extraction complete. Returning to orbit. Commendable work, brothers. You honor your chapter. Be ready for rearm, refit, and redeployment immediately.
Hey, we cooked. Wait, hold on, what the fuck? Ace Man raid? Dude, I was about to raid you. What the fuck? I was getting off after this. You son of a bitch. What are you even up to? Heard you were done soon, so... Oh, I see, I see. I'm passing the train to Mr. E. Mr. E. Mr. Enterprise. Raid him back when he raids you back in a life cycle. Or... Mr. One-way relationship. That's true, dude. Mr. E would never. Alright, guys. Well, I'm passing the train upwards immediately then.
We're all going to Mr. E, boys. We're all going straight. There's a big dark type thing tomorrow, so. Been chilling, Mr. Dormos, the stream and did a little yap, but yeah, good stuff. There we go. We're all going trading up, dude. This is it. Now he has to immediately raid somebody else. I'm sure he'll do that. Is that the Ogren stuff? They're like an early access thing that's coming out tomorrow for their creator program stuff. So he's doing that. Mr. E, Mr. E. Get you in there. Yo, Hayes, while I have you here, do you think the Tech Marine's better now than Vanguard after his buff? I could just DM you this. Like, after his buff up, like, after they fixed up the servo gun perks with the Battlefield Repairs perk, I don't know. Let me just did a class tier list. He does indeed. Yeah, I think I might actually agree with that now. After his perk buff, I think so. I think Battlefield Repairs is really good. I think it's a really good perk. Also, it's probably gonna be better when they buff it up. I still think he's a little bit. I mean, I don't think I put him anywhere. But these are the Assault and Bulwark is just the best. These are the two. Question anymore. Attack is still up there. Sniper Heavy's kind of fallen off a bit. I'll probably watch. I'll probably agree with most of it. Okay. Vanston and low and B tier below everything. Dude, he deserves it. It's just not that good of a class. It's gonna be controversial, but it always is. He's just such an overrated class. I could agree that like Tech Marine these days, I might put him in C or even A or even B. Not C, what am I saying? Oh, I might even put him in A these days. After Battlefield Repairs. Like after they fixed up some of his bugs. Alright. Well, this is Mystery now. Goodbye. Van have any big reworks? I agree. I agree, dude. Alright guys, that's all.